Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So, in today's video,
Y'all want us to believe that most of the men that approach y'all, when y'all reject them, they have turned to a threat. Not some, not a lot, but most. No, we don't believe you. And if that's the case, go get bodyguards. Because it's like, it gets to a point, y'all just make the conversation so dishonest. Like, how can we talk to y'all? They're not going to just keep it a buck. And most of y'all not even that fine to be dealing with that shit.
And this is this is that weird shit where people want to invade your space. There's a whole bus.
Okay, let's count how many times she tells him to go away.
I know you're not. Look at me.
It was a valiant effort by him, but still our champions are these two guys, where they were told in total 27 times to go away.
Go away, please. Go. 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 Do you want me to spill your Guinness on you? Because I will. Go. 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 Go away. I'm asking you to fucking leave. Go. 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 Leave. I'm asking you to fucking leave. Go. Get away. Witch! 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 Go!
I'm waiting for you.
what do you mean?
I'm waiting for you
To do what?
to come visit me.
Visit you in the bathroom? What do you take me for? Or what do I look like? No, I'm asking. You don't even know me. You just said I must come join you in the bathroom.
Huh?
How you guys doing?
Good.
You interested in a well-compensated proposition?
No, I'm good.
What does that mean? You better get the f out of here before I call the cops on you, you weirdo.
Well,
Yeah, you better keep running, you weirdo.
Yeah. Now, I posted all of those videos because I want to know which one of them do you believe is a threat and which one do you believe is not a threat. Do you believe the ladies who had the guys in front of them, they kept telling them to leave and the guys didn't leave, they were still standing? Do you believe they are more of a threat than the lady who was maybe filming in a bathroom and had this guy walk up to her and ask her to join him in the toilet? Which one of them is a threat and which one of them is not a threat? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I kept thinking about the first lady, the one on the bus. It took her taking out her phone for that guy to run away, right? I'm like, so what if she didn't take her phone? And what happens if he start following her? You know, when women come online and they talk about these things, there's always this type of men who keep saying it's not true, you know, because their egos are bruised, because how dare women come and say that. Now, I remember a few days ago, I posted that video about women exposing all their exes and some of the things they said to them. And the response from men were just crazy. They were all like, how did you end up with someone as diabolical? How did you end up with someone like this? Oh, we didn't know that you had it this bad. right? But then you have women online every single day with videos upon videos about how men behave around them in public, especially when they say no to them, and you're here saying that, oh, so you're trying to say that, every man that approaches you is a threat. Yes, at this point, all of you are a threat until proven otherwise, right? Because how many of them just walk away and not do anything? For the most part, you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to get. You're either going to get insults. You're either going to get them being persistent because their egos and their prides are bruised, or worse. You don't know what you're going to get. All right. Now all it takes is for you to put up your phone and start filming, and then some of them will run. But for others, they don't care because they want what they want, and they are supposed to get what they want whenever they want it, regardless of what you want. And that's the problem we are talking about. So sorry that your ego is bruised and you are not happy about it and all men are reeled into it. At this point, we don't know who are the good men and who are the bad men. Because if you have a mindset like this, you think you are not a threat with that kind of a mindset. I'm sorry. I'm just asking. Anyway, let's get into some of the stories. Some are old, some are new, but I just put them together. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to come back and talk some more.
There's no way that I look this friendly. There's no way that I look this friendly. And now I can't even get out of my car because he won't. I'm about to just leave.
Last week, a video was going viral by a man who was telling women, if you're tired of being assaulted, if you're tired of being harassed by men, then you stay away from dangerous places. There are men out there who will make women feel uncomfortable no matter where they are. This is not a dark alley. This is broad daylight in a parking lot, but a man will make it feel like a dark alley. And that was my point. There is no place that is safe. This woman shouldn't have to leave this grocery store because a grown man is making her feel uncomfortable. She's afraid to get out of her car because she doesn't know what that man is capable of, because she's probably already shooed him away and he didn't go. We all know what can happen when a man doesn't know how to take no for an answer. So now we have to put a grocery store parking lot on our list of dangerous places not to go? What about the gas station? Who's going to pump our gas? What about a restaurant or the bathroom in a restaurant? I just did a video recently about a woman who was taking selfies outside of a bathroom, and a man peeped his head out and was like, why don't you come join me? You don't want to come join me? Some of you men make every place feel dangerous, make every place feel like a dark alley, and that was our point. Instead of telling grown men not to harass women when you see them outside, you'd rather advise women to stay inside. So women can't get their own groceries or pump their own gas or go to brunch with their girls because men are out there. But yet you act surprised when women choose the bear. So you are predators. Got it.
This pink and blue app stressing me out. Y'all say stupid, dumb shit every day. First of all, beauty is subjective. Someone you may find good looking, someone else may find ugly. Someone you may find ugly, someone else may find good looking. But what about how someone looks debates on if they were harassed by a man or not? That does not make any sense. They can still be harassed by a man. It doesn't matter what they look like. A lot of men out there don't know how to take rejection, so they take it out on said woman because they feel embarrassed. It happens a lot and it's very common. What a girl looks like does not matter and does not debate the probability of that happening. It still happens.
We must flip the narrative right now. We are not in a male loneliness epidemic. We are in a male epidemic. I am 1 week out from graduating college and I've never had a boyfriend. I have never done anything, if you catch my drift. And it is solely because, what am I working with right now? Now, I don't claim to be all that in a bag of chips, okay? I don't need anyone calling me fugly. I think I'm pretty fine, whatever. I'm average. That's fine, whatever. But 90% of the interactions I've had with men at college have been somebody coming up to me on a dance floor and borderline humping me, no words first. Oh, can I get your number now? And even on dating apps too. I mean, my Barstool account for my university, I'm sure other universities have this too, have Tinder Tuesday, where each week they do this. They post what men have sent to women, and it's always absolutely berserk. And men want to complain about being by themselves. And it's because all these fuss losers being like, oh, boys are just easier to raise than girls. You did not socialize that for Thal. Oh my God, they literally ooga booga at you and then are like, why didn't she want me? They do backflips instead of talking to you. They show off for their friends instead of introducing themselves. And I'm not even that sad about it because a lot of my friends and girls, like my girlfriends that, if you guys see this, I'm not talking about you, but I've met some girls that they'll introduce their boyfriends and I'm like, oh, I'm good. Men gotta figure this one out. This is not on us. Do better. Act like a normal human being. The fuck?
I want us to believe that most of the men that approach y'all, when y'all reject them, they have turned to a threat. Not some.
So I have a story that only one of my friends know about. So when I was 20 years old, I went over one of my friend's house. Now, he was a male friend. We had been friends for probably 5 years at that point, because I met him around 11th grade. We always hung out. We always hung out alone. It wasn't like a rare thing for it to just be him and I. So this time I'm like, let's go get something to drink. And then I'll come over there. He comes to pick me up. We go get something to drink. And at that time I was only drinking Arbor Mist. So that kind of shows my age, but I wasn't drinking like liquor or heavy wine just yet. So we're chilling in the house. We're talking about a whole bunch of stuff. And he like leans in to kiss me. And this is truly someone that I consider like a best friend. So I'm like, what you doing? Like, back up. And I'm like, you had something else to drink besides this Arbor Mist. So we always joke around. So I'm laughing. And he was like, yeah, like he had some 1800 or something before he came to get me. And I'm like, you got chill, like blah, blah, blah. I laugh it off, okay? About 5 minutes later, he puts his arm around my neck and slams me on his bed. Mind you, his house was super nice. He had a townhome, and back then he was a scammer. So he had a townhome, and it was like a little sitting area right in front of his bed and a huge TV and all of that. So we're sitting on the chairs in front of the bed. He grabs my neck and slams me back onto the bed. At this time, I'm 6 feet tall now, but at that time I was like 5'9", 5'10". I don't know how I kept running, but I did. So he slams me on the bed, and I'm in shock, so I don't move at all. And then something snaps in my brain, like, what the fuck are you doing? And he says, you've been playing with me for years. It's time. So basically we just started tussling. And I'm like, I haven't been playing. Get off of me. Like, let me go. I'm leaving. All of this. He would not let me up. And y'all see my videos. I'm not a small girl. Okay. I never have been. So we're fighting. We're full blown fighting. I'm scratching him. I'm punching him. I kicked him in his area, and that's when he got up. So I run down the steps to go to the front door. I'm looking for my phone and my purse, because as soon as you walk into the house, it's like a little console table. So I'm looking for my phone and my purse. At this time, we had Blackberries. So I have my phone, and I'm trying to call my friend because we don't live far from there. And he grabs my phone. We're fighting again. And I mean fighting. I am fighting. I am fighting my friend. So my phone drops. I hurry up, pick up the phone, and I call 911. He takes the phone back. He said, you're trying to call the police on me? And like I told y'all, he was a scammer at the time. So I'm like, just let me leave. Just take me home. Actually, I said, just take me home. Just take me home. Or something else, I said, because at that time we didn't have Uber or anything like that. So I said, just take me home. I can't believe you would call the cops on me. I can't believe you'll call the cops on me. So he turns around. I grab the front door. I have my purse. I have my phone. I grab the front door to leave. He said, I'll take you home. So we get in the car. Boom. Seatbelts, everything. I'm boo-hoo crying, okay? And I'm just over to the side, like, please, God. So we pull off. As soon as we pull off, he pulls a gun out. I just couldn't believe it. And he puts the gun up to my head, and he said, bitch, you was gonna call the police on me? I said, I don't know who you are right now. Just take me home. He's driving. And if you're familiar with downtown Detroit, it was like Jefferson. I can't remember the streets. I haven't lived there in about 16 years, but we were like downtown Jefferson, but kind of east. So he starts going the wrong way. So at the time, I lived off of Woodward and I think 6 Mile. So he starts driving the opposite way. And I'm like, please just take me home. He's going deeper east. Long story short, he drops me off on Mack and Bewick. If you're from Detroit, like I said, you know what type of area that was. And it's 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So he just tells me to get out. At this point, he got a gun, all of that. I just get out the car. So I'm walking on Mack and Bewick at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's a church right here. So I stop at the church and I just knock on the church door to see if somebody is there. Nobody was there. So I'm just looking around. I'm like, I have to figure out how to get home. And once I get to Main Street, I can walk down this way, blah, blah, blah. This man pulls over. He had like a Land Rover Discovery or something like that. And he pulls over and he says, are you okay? And so everything that I just went through, I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. And he was like, no, you're not, baby. Why are you out here at, 3 o'clock in the morning? Do you need help? And so I, of course, start crying again. And I'm like, yes, if you can take me to the police station or home, that would be great. And he asked me where I lived and he took me home. And we exchanged numbers and everything. And he was so nice. He checked on me the next day and he said, don't you ever let whatever happened to you, don't ever let it go. So whatever you need to do, go and do it. And he was telling me about his daughters and all of that on our drive home. But to answer the question, yes, men do get very aggressive when they're turned down. Yes. Yes, they do. Even people you know. So imagine strangers. So the answer is yes.
So for the past 3.5 years, I've been noticing both online and unfortunately offline this increase in aggression when it comes to men hitting on women. And on the positive side, I think that this is evidence that women are seriously standing on business and refusing to partner with abusive, manipulative, just crappy ass men, which is a great thing. But on the other hand, despite being a 3-time Grippy Sock facility veteran, even I am considering getting a... I was just in Ralph's the other day and this man approaches me and says I'm really pretty and that he'd like to take me out sometime. I said, I don't date. He said, I don't care. He asked me for my number and I said, oh, I'm sorry, I don't give that out. I only give out my Instagram, kind of trying to get him off my back. And he said, no, I think I'll take your number. Y'all, I know men have not been the best at taking no for an answer for centuries, but there just seems to be this insidious level of desperation that is getting worse and worse. We told them that if they would like to get more dates, that they need to change and maybe start viewing women as human beings, but I don't think they want to do that. And I'd wager to say that some of this Ted Bundy aura that a lot of them are giving off is because they feel cheated out of the lives that their grandfathers, fathers, older uncles, and older brothers got to live, which was being able to treat their wives and girlfriends like absolute garbage and still have access to them. Like, I already have pepper spray and I still don't feel like it's enough. Like, I need a tranquilizer at this point.
Girl, let me explain something to you. And honestly, if you follow me on this page or you see this video, we're locked in because we're ahead of our time. And it's something I am okay with at this point. In 2017, I was screaming to you guys, my body's not a political playground. And everyone, even publication, fashion side, everyone was like, why would women's bodies be in trouble? I don't get it. I don't see it. But when I tell you, if you don't take anything from me, men are losing it. Losing their minds, okay? And I see it in the most subtle interactions. And don't listen to anyone who's telling you, oh, that stuff exists online. Nobody thinks like that in real life. They do. So let me tell you what just happened to me. As you can see, I'm still in my coat. I am flabbergasted. Okay, so I'm moving, right? So I went out to the store to get like tape, little miscellaneous stuff. So I saw this store, like a miscellaneous store. So I went in there to ask the guy if he had tape. And I was like, hi, how you doing? Silence. I was like, how you doing today? Just said it again because I thought you didn't hear me. He's looking at me dead at my shit. And I was like, do you have any tape? Just looking at me playing. And I was like, I'm sorry, do you not, like, and I was going to start saying, like, do you not understand me? What's going on? And he was like, I'm from here. I'm actually from here. And I'm not, like, one of those Americans. I think it's weird if you don't speak English and you live in America. I don't even care about any of that. Like, I would never be xenophobic like that. It's just also, like, if you don't speak English, if you don't understand me, whatever's going on, if you don't even feel like talking, just give me a wink or a nod and we can go forward with the transaction, And before I can even respond to this young man, he screams out to me. I'm embarrassed to even say it. He said, I just got my dick sucked, fellatio, for $100. I don't give a fuck. Or so. Like, he was like, I just paid someone $100 to give me fellatio. And I was like, I don't want to know about this illegal activity that's happening in a corner store. Like, is everyone well? And as I was walking, I was pondering. I was like, he was just trying to say something quick that was horrible, that was witty. And I think he was trying to attack me, but he ended up attacking himself. It was very strange. But it starts really weird and subtle like that, and next thing you know, you're in danger. All I'm saying is I'm not trying to fearmonger, ladies. And I'm not trying to say all men are bad or all men are crazy. But it's all connected. The male loneliness epidemic, male's mental health crisis, all that, whatever you want to call it, they're losing it, and they're going to take it out on you. And you just need to, you need to understand, even I'm telling you, it's not just these TikTokers, it's not just people who watch Andrew Tate, they are among us in real life. And if you guys don't start getting privy to, the dog whistles of these people and back out of relationships with them, you're going to be in for a world of surprise. Do you know how many of my girlfriends, I've been like, yeah, girl, he's obviously ingesting red pill content because he said something, really small. And insequential, that's the wrong word, but he said something small in the beginning of the relationship, only for them to ignore me and go along, and now all of a sudden he's talking about tables and what do you bring to them and body counts, and it's out of control. And I can make a whole video about how I'm not laughing, as you guys can see. I'm not a feminist, not that looks at oh, look at the men there, they're going down. It's not that, because by proxy they will try to take us down with them. So I see the danger in it, and I just feel for it because I feel like we're losing a whole generation of young, bright minds and people are losing it. That deeply terrified me. Like,
yeah, so it's not some made up thing that women come online and make up stories and just put it online to get attention. It's happening. She stated that she's not even a feminist. She's not into all of those things. All right. Okay. And that's why I wanted to add it. But this is happening to a lot of women. And thank God for social media, because the social media, a lot of women are filming these things and they are uploading it. Yes, keep exposing them. Let people know who they are. If you can tell, most of the women were being nice to them. All right, because we were trained to be nice. Because if you are not nice, you don't know what is going to happen. They are going to end up taking it all out on you. Whatever frustration, whatever is going on, they are going to end up taking it on you because you're a woman. So we've come to those terms of being really nice, right? To a fault, when we don't even want to be nice. And even when you're being nice and letting them down slowly, they don't like it. They don't like it. And yet here you are saying, oh, do you mean that all men are a threat? Still, you don't get it. So for somebody like you, who is going to explain these things to you, unless it happens to you, unless it starts happening to men, when other men start doing it to other men, yeah, then maybe they'll start changing their minds. But all I'm going to say about all of this is keep filming, keep posting it, keep exposing it. Let people know these people. Let people see all these things that happens to you in public, whether you are old, young. That's all I'm going to say. Because at this point, I don't know what to say. All right. Regardless of what you say or what you do, there's still going to be one of these guys out there who thinks, oh, it's not like that. Women keep making things up. Women are not making anything up. Tell your bros to stop behaving weirdly in public. Tell your bros to stop behaving like that. When a woman says no, no is a full sentence, and that's it. If she says you can't sit next to me, move. Okay? If she says you can't stand next to me, move. If she says no, she doesn't want to talk, move. End off. Yeah, because it's not that hard. It's that easy. It's that simple. There's no need to be any complications. Right? Keep it pushing, keep it moving. Respect yourselves and the people around you. That's all. Right? That's all. And we won't be having these conversations. Right? And instead of you coming here and trying to argue that it's not true and women keep making things up, please confront your bros and tell them to stop behaving weirdly in public. That's it. But you won't do that. Why is that? Anyway, I'm going to leave it here and I'll see you again in another video. Leave your own thoughts and opinions in the comments and take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.